Hey Capitalia, it's Monica again here with more questions for yours truly. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. Grace asks, what do you personally think of Minya? What do I personally think? I mean, she is quite an interesting character. Let me start with that. Has an interesting personality, both good and bad. I don't really know much about like her past, so I can't really judge much on how how her character sort of develops throughout history. If that makes any sense to you. So yeah, I do like her as a person. I guess I really do. She is an interesting person to interact with and sort of try to get to know her and watch as her sort of persona of St. Petersburg develops with the whole Right, and then we have Amanda's questions. Why do you have to ask me so many questions? First off, let me just throw that out there. I'm not much of a talkative person here. Let's see. Would you consider yourself to be for Dimitri, would you consider yourself to be, sort of a nomad, seeing as you seem to crash at everyone else's place? Well, you see, nomads are pretty, way back in, 80 or BC or whatever. I mean, nomads are pretty common in Romania, passing through or settling down, no one really knows. So, I guess it makes sense that he would sort of be what you would say crashing at other people's places. Just sort of hopping from, the Kirkland's house to Hannah's house, and then going to Lewis's place and everywhere else, and even going back to Romania also. But then also think that he has no job, so he can't really get his own place, and he also sort of left Romania's house figuratively, that he sort of just doesn't live with him anymore. So it's just kind of his way of, he has to find a place to live. He can't really sort of sleep on the street. He's not really down for that, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Also, what are your plans for Luca? As of right now, he is still living with Tori. What are your plans in the future with him? Well, since he lives with Tori at the moment, he's just kind of laid back and sort of just cruising along. He does, although I don't mention it, he does go to school. I guess he will try to at least get some sort of career in cooking, maybe? I'm not so sure, actually. He needs to get some sort of education and career in, some sort of field, I guess. But I gotta work him in somehow into Tori's future also, given that she is going through school, I guess. So I'll have to see if that will affect his whole career choice, maybe, yeah. But I do see him sometime in the future, I guess, leaving Tori's house, leaving the Kirkland's house, and just, setting out on his own. He's obviously not going back to Serbia's place, because Serbia obviously wants nothing to do with him. His whole government is controlled by the UN, so he doesn't really want to be around him. So I guess he'll just sort of find his place nearby, maybe, and I guess hopefully, if God forbid, if they're still together, maybe. We don't really know what will happen. If maybe Ceci and Luca will probably get married, move in together, have a couple kids. Yeah. Poor Tori. God forbid. Godspeed to you. Let's see. Or, maybe the future will be weird. He'll go after Christina. We really don't know what will happen with him. But those are just sort of some ideas I'll throw out there. Some little headcanons, I guess. Really, I haven't thought about his future yet, because, you'll soon figure out. He'll kind of have a little pause in his plans for the future. You'll see. So, I mean, it'll kind of be interesting to see what will happen after I guess what will happen after. I mean, what if if his plans will be the same, or if he'll change. I mean, we don't really know. I don't really know. We'll kind of figure that out sooner or later. So, I guess that's all the questions I have at the moment. Please leave your comments in, like, I guess this video when it gets put up, and also if you have any more questions, leave it on any of my characters' pages or whatnot, on their timeline pages or profiles, so I can get to them and answer your questions. Alright, peace out. Love y'all. Bye.